Hi, Anna. How are you doing today?
Good, thank you.
Good.
How are you?
I'm well, thanks for asking. So what brings you in today?
Uh, Wait, no, stop it.
Hmm? Hey, Anna.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. Everything is good, thank you.
Good. What brings you in today?
Well, I'm feeling like anxious lately, and like this morning I had an argument, like a discussion with my husband. And I've been really anxious, like heartburn.
It's not good. I'm sorry to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
So you had a discussion with your husband this morning?
Yeah, it was like last week. The washer machine kind of broke, and like it keeps feeding the washer machine, so the water went to the whole apartment.
Yeah.
And it was really really bad because we had water everywhere.
Yeah.
And he works with that. He works in an insurance company. That's what he does.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows a lot about it, and we had to dry everything, and we had to rent like 3 industrial fans and leave them on like day and night for 3 days. So everything was gonna be dry, and there was not like mold was not gonna grow.
Okay.
And things like that. So what happened today is like, we can wash clothes right now while we fix the washing machine, but we have to keep an eye on it.
Okay.
So when it's fitting, so we have to move the bottom. So
okay.
So I put the towels to wash this morning, and I keep an eye, but just the first time because it's twice. When the machine does that, so I forgot the second time.
Okay.
And it wasn't that bad like last week, but it was still like water in the hall, and he was really, really mad at me.
I'm sorry about that. So what you're saying is last week your washing machine messed up, and this week it happened again, and it's only because you forgot to keep an eye on it. I'm hearing you say that it messed up once. You have to keep checking on it twice.
Yeah.
So if you don't check on it twice, it'll overflow.
Yes.
And I can see in your eyes by the expression on your face that he's really upset about that, huh?
Yeah. Yes, because he works on that, and he's really. I know that it was an accident, but of course, like I knew that I had to do that, and he hates like the stupid people. So I know that I'm not stupid. It was an accident, but I wasn't really careful, and he knows because now I don't know if we have to rent the fans again, and it costs like $300 this week, and I told him I paid for it, just rent one fan, but he was like, they usually don't rent just one fan.
Okay.
It wasn't that easy, but the problem with all of that, more than him mad, is like every time that I get like in an argument, I just freeze. I don't know, I just feel so anxious. Even though sometimes it's not my fault, I can argue back, and I just freeze and I feel anxious.
So I noticed you said anxious a couple of times. What do you mean by anxious?
Like I can't think.
You can't think.
I stop to think, and I always think like yes, it was my fault, or if it wasn't, I don't find I just feel like I don't have words. Like I can think, so I don't have like the way to
Yeah, don't know how to express yourself when you're feeling anxious. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and my body is all tense and
Okay. How long has this been happening? The anxious feeling?
yeah, what?
Is it a familiar feeling to you?
Like, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like I think it's since I was a child. Maybe now that you ask me that, I think that maybe yeah, since I was a child because my mother was really aggressive. She was mad all the time. It doesn't matter what if you did something wrong or not.
Mm-hmm.
You never knew when she was going to be mad.
Okay.
Like for whatever reason. I mean, she used to like hit me with a belt or and yell and say really mean words.
So I'm hearing you say your mother yelling, and she's really strict. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
And she had a low tolerance, and this made you anxious as a child.
Yeah. Yeah, because it doesn't matter what you did. If you did something wrong or not, it doesn't matter. Or it didn't matter at that time. She was gonna be mad at you. And really, yeah. It wasn't like clear, like if you do that, I'm gonna be mad, and if you do this, I'm not gonna be mad.
So no matter what you did, you just didn't know where to turn because you didn't know she's probably gonna be mad more than likely. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. And you feel like you brought this into your adult life? Do you feel like you're anxious? Like you brought this into your adult life? So does it subconsciously, when you get anxious, does it remind you about your childhood? So that you react the same way as you did as a child?
Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. Like, yep. Yeah, because it's kind of the same situation. It doesn't matter what I do. I feel like I can't. Yeah, you can like contrary you say like, no, wait a second, this was not my fault. No, I just like yeah, it's exact.
Sorry to hear that. So when you're in this anxious state, what do you do? Like, what is your reaction?
No, I just freeze, and I think that yeah, my body's all tense, and I don't know if I'm breathing or not. I just freeze, and you know, when I was a child, I remember that I try in general to don't be naughty, so she was not going to be mad.
So you feel like, what I mean is you feel as though if you stop breathing when you're anxious, that's usually when somebody's yelling at you or upset with you.
Yeah.
You tend to just stop breathing because you feel like you won't be seen. Like you're almost invisible, maybe?
I don't know right now. I just, like it was like that when I was a child. I think that now I just do it like automatically.
Okay. Well, I noticed that we're running out of time, but I know that you said that you feel anxious. You had a kind of a confrontation with your husband today about the washing machine. You made a mistake; it overflowed because you didn't check it twice. He was upset. You had an argument, and you tried to explain yourself, but you got anxious and kind of froze up, stopped breathing. Is it okay if I have a suggestion for you?
Yeah, sure.
Have you ever tried any breathing techniques while you're anxious? Okay. I would advise you to try to breathe instead of being closed up, because when you're closed up, it's a little bit harder to express yourself. I would just tell you to take a second, take a breather, in through your nose, out through your mouth, and just try to express yourself, because I know it has to be hard on you when you stop breathing anxious. It's hard to express yourself that way. So will that work?
Yeah, I think I can try to breathe. I think that's kind of easy.
Okay. Well,
just focusing my breathing.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
No problem. Since we're about to wrap up, it was really good seeing you today. Let me know if you did anything. Can't wait to the next section, and we will talk more about your anxiousness and make sure we're getting the breathing correct, because it's really important.
Okay, thank you.
All right, no problem.
Hi, Tanitha. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good too. What's bringing you in today?
Mainly just that my boyfriend, been kind of going through it. He can't figure out what he wants to do with his life, and it's just has me a little bit confused, but it's okay.
Hi, Tanitha. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too. What's bringing you in today?
Mainly just my boyfriend and him just not cleaning after himself. It bugs me so bad. So it's just too much. Like I'm going to work, 2 jobs, going to school, and all I ask is he just clean up his mess. I'm barely in the room, so just clean up. You know, when I come in and say clean up, he's like, "Why are you coming in trying to argue?" And I'm not arguing. You're cleaning up your mess, so it's only your stuff, and you're barely in there. So
Yeah, so you don't like that your boyfriend, I mean, you have a busy life, you have 2 jobs, and you have school, and it bothers you that when you go home, he has like the place disorganized. And when you try to tell him something like, please clean the place, he gets kind of mad at you and says like, where are you arguing?
yeah, he says that every time, and I just don't want to pick up his stuff. I like to come home and it be clean. I was raised with a really, really clean house. My mom was strict about having a clean house, but that's what I'm used to. So I don't even like it looking lived in. Like I want it spotless, looking like nobody even lives there, because that's what I'm comfortable with.
Well, I don't blame you. I like to live in a clean place too. And so, and what do you feel when you see, like, when you go home, I think tired in your day, and you see?
Sometimes I just want to kick him out because I feel like he's not doing enough. But it just makes me fed up because I shouldn't have worked 2 jobs, have to be full time in school, and coming home and cleaning stuff that you messed up. Well, he messed up.
Yeah, so you feel frustrated about it.
Yeah, I'm really frustrated about it.
Have you talked with him, like, more than just when you go home and you say like, why is this place like this? Have you tried to talk it like in a different moment?
Yeah, I had a conversation with him this morning when we woke up, and I told him we need to have a talk, and he said okay. And I let him know that the only thing I really argue about or have a problem with is the room being messed up. Like, I don't have a problem with how much money you make. I can make more money. It's fine. My issue is if you're in the room more or it's your stuff, cleaning up. And that's the only thing that really makes me upset with him is cleaning up. Besides that, when the room is clean, I act like a whole different person. Like I'm fine. But once he messes up, I automatically, like you said, get frustrated. And I get in a bad mood. And I can't help it.
Yeah. Well, I understand that. So you talk with him about it, and you told him that you're frustrated, and that if you find, like, when you find the place clean, you don't argue. So what did he answer about?
His answer was, it seems like I just come in and yell because I feel like he's not crap because he doesn't make a lot of money and I make most of the money. And I told him that's not the case. Like, it has nothing to do with that. I don't care how much money you make as long as you're trying. So we're both trying to take care of each other. It's fine. The only issue is when I'm not home and I'm not comfortable. That's the only time I have a problem. I like to be comfortable in my own home.
Yeah. So what I thinking is that he thinks that you're mad at him not because of the clutter, but maybe he feels bad because he's not making enough money and you're making more money than him.
He told me that he doesn't like that. He can't take care of me, and somebody else can come and take care of me if they wanted to. which is the truth. I mean, there's people with plenty more money, but I won't be happy. I won't laugh and play with them. They're probably a whole different person because they have more money. Like, I like him the way he is. As long as she's trying as hard as she can, just keep the room clean. That's all.
Mm-hmm. So, does he knows that?
I wound up telling him that today. I let him know that that's mainly the only thing that frustrates me is you just don't keep the room clean and don't care. You have stuff everywhere, make oatmeal and leave everything on the counter, and just go to bed. And I don't like that. I think that's nasty. So I told him, is it okay if we clean on Wednesdays and Saturdays? Wednesdays like a little cleanup, and Saturdays like the whole room. And he said that would work. He said that maybe if we do that, he's gonna test it out to see if that is really what's making me upset, because he wants to see if it's really him or just the room.
Okay, wow, that's pretty good that you found a solution,
and
you're gonna test it.
Yeah.
Okay, but what worries me a little bit about the situation is his feeling. I mean, I understand because society is telling us all the time that men should be the breadwinner, and it looks like he's feeling bad about it because he's not making enough money.
Yeah. It hurts his feelings that I make more money than him, that I'm going to make more money than him in the future. But like I told him, that doesn't matter. Money doesn't matter. As long as we're comfortable, it's fine. And my comfortable is to be comfortable with money and my house to be clean. So if I'm making the money, somebody has to keep the house clean. So it needs to be him.
I understand you. I understand that. I really think that shouldn't be like a problem. You're fine with that, but it looks like he's not fine with that. Like he wished to make more money.
Yeah, he's having a hard. He wants to. He's been trying to find a job, but he's just having a lot of trouble finding one. Nobody's giving him a call back or anything. So I told him to maybe get enrolled in school, and he says that's not an option. So if that's not an option, I don't know what else to tell him.
Well, yeah, it can be like for your expression. I think that you're kind of frustrated with that a little bit too, because he can find another job and he doesn't want to go to school.
Yeah, so I told him that's the only option I really had. So if you don't want to go to school, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm not gonna baby him. When I move off campus, I want a studio apartment, and if you can't come and contribute to anything, if you're not gonna at least clean, don't come with me. Go back home. I'm not a babysitter.
Okay, so if he helps you to clean and to keep your place like in good conditions, is for you, it's okay that you are the one who's making more money?
It's fine, because I'm just a naturally ambitious type person. So I don't mind doing it. If it was another way around, I probably wouldn't be the same people. I probably wouldn't be the person I am now. So since I'm less submissive and he's more submissive, have him clean the house and try to cook instead of me coming in, washing the pots to use the dish to even cook and then put it, like, that's too much. I don't want to have to wash something that you used. Well, he used. So.
Yeah. And when you think in the future, what do you see? Like about more, like, your relationship, what he's doing, what are you doing?
I feel like I probably would have my own place and he wouldn't be there. He'll be home. But that's only if he can't figure out what he wants to do. If he figure out what he wants to do, then we can do this together. If not, we just won't move in together.
So we have been talking about, like, first, you were frustrated because he was not cleaning your place, he was not helping you to keep the place clean, and but finally you talk to each other and you're gonna try to clean like Wednesdays and Saturdays. So that's gonna keep the place
Mm-hmm.
in good conditions, and you're gonna taste that.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other hand, like that talk brings out the issue that he's not feeling pretty well
Mm-hmm.
because you are the one who's making more money than him, even though like you know, 2 jobs and a full-time student.
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying to find another job, but it's not enough.
Yeah.
I mean, he can get one. Yeah. So is that correct?
Yeah, it is.
Well, we're running out of time, so we can talk a little bit more next week.
Okay.
Yeah, just I think there's a good idea. Like try the 2 days that you're gonna clean, and let's see how he's going to feel.
Okay. I'm sure. We'll go
Okay.
through that. Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome.